Hey everyone, Chrissy here today, and I'm going to show you how to make these cute cards using the Deco foil adhesive pen along with some stencils. So the first thing that you should probably do is protect your surface, and then go ahead and take a piece of cardstock, secure it down with purple tape, and then put the stencil over it. This is our Starburst stencil, and I just thought it would be nice to kind of not use the entire stencil, just have a little bit of it kind of coming through there. I used an ink blending tool so I could make it kind of fade out. So what I did to achieve that look is I just added a lot more ink at the bottom, and in areas I wanted to be darker, and then the spots where I wanted to kind of fade, I only went over it once. And then you'll see when we take the stencil away, it gives this nice pretty faded look. So the next step is that you're going to want to stamp the images that you choose. So I picked a cute little pineapple, and the other one I did an orange. I did that one off camera, but I will show that one to you again so you can see it. I'll make sure to show both cards at the end. And I just used a stamping tool because I wanted to add a couple different colors of ink. That way I could make the pineapple look a little more realistic. So on here, when the ink is really wet, it looks kind of harsh. That orange is kind of harsh, but as it dried, it faded out and actually kind of looked like it was shaded. So I did the same thing with the little pineapple leaves as well. I stamped it with a green, and then I came in with a little bit darker green, and then restamped it with a regular green again. So you can see it kind of fades from light to dark in there. So then if you have a coordinating die for the stamps that you choose, go ahead and die cut it. If not, just trim it out. I actually kind of enjoy fussy cutting. I think that it's kind of therapeutic. So I like doing that when I can. And then it's basically time to assemble the card. So I use some washi tape. I use some pattern paper. Just to create a couple different patterns in here. I want it to be kind of fun and different than what I do. Usually I don't mix and match patterns too much. But I saw this washi tape in the store and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I have to create a card basically based on this. I was inspired by that washi tape with the pineapple and the banana and the cherry. I thought it was so cute. So I'm just adding in the pattern paper as well that I had. So now we're going to stamp the sentiment. And I'm also using my Misty tool one more time just because I wanted to make sure that I got a nice clean impression. So now we're actually going to assemble the card. This is not our last step, but we're going to put the card together just to make it easier when we add the final foil piece. So go ahead and use the foam squares and just put it on a card base. I actually ended up doing a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock and then scoring it at 5 1/2. And then it created a top folding card. And then here you can see I put the pineapple on the card, and now I am adding in my adhesive pen. To me, it's just easiest to do it as the last step. You certainly don't have to, but then this way, it's just everything is there, and I can just kind of add it in as the final little touches on my card. Make sure you let that adhesive pen dry 100% or the foil will not adhere. So once it is totally dry, just go ahead and press your foil on, and you can see, there you go, it picks the foil off and it ends up right on your colored piece. Super easy to do. See, there you go, there's the foiled touches. So you can see both cards. Like I said, I added it on the pineapple on this one as we just did, and then here I just added it in the center of the orange. And so both cards are similar, but still very, very different. So thanks so much for stopping by today. Make sure to follow us and like us on Facebook and use hashtags DecoFoil and ThermOWeb so we can find you online. Thanks. Have a great day.